and sit down.
It's been one of their mornings, isn't it?
Oh, fuck. Oh,
Hey, careful.
fudge sticks and broom handles, mate. Morning, folks. I've literally just switched off watching James there, and I hit the go live button and was just zoned out a little bit there. Oh, it's been a strange morning, Dave.
It has been a very strange morning.
Oh, dear. Oh, mate, what are we like? I nearly popped a rib, mate. Oh,
Oh dear. Careful.
morning all. Hope you're all right. Hope you got your cup of tea and everything. It's Festa 67's workshop. Hello. Dave's in there somewhere. I can't see him because I got my webcam in the way. But
I'm down in the bottom left-hand corner.
yeah, he's got his Manicam on, and it's kind of thrown me a bit because I didn't know whether he was there or not, and I'm belching away like a good one, and he's like, "All right, mate, you just popped a lung."
Wondering if you was going to pop out a wet one.
Oh, mate. Oh, dear, we don't get out much, Dave, do we? And anyway, hello all. Hope you're doing all right on this, I would say, slightly fun-filled Sunday, because we're had a bit of a mad half hour, Dave, haven't we?
Been a bit.
Who have we got in? Oh, we got Dexterous Crafter in, Nat, bright and early there, bless her. Hello, Nat. Hope you're all right. Got yourself a new logo there. Good girl. I know man's in saying, "Hi Nat, has Lewis got the sexy outfit sorted?" I dread to think is it?
I'm not going in anywhere near that one.
Have you caught him dressed up again as Louisa in his Centrinians outfit or something?
That's not a good thought.
Nim's in saying, "Morning everyone, morning Nim. Hope you're doing well." Nat saying hello, Quano and God no, and also morning Nim. Nim saying morning. I'm normally not up this early, but my roommate's cat decided to yowl right outside my door till I opened it, and then she had the gall not to come in. Oh mate, I'll tell you something. I'd have been walking around wearing a Davy Crockett hat by now then if it had got me up. Quano saying hi Nim. Nim's saying hi Quano. Andy's in, model making him. Mayhem even. Andy McClish. Quano's saying hello to him, and so's Nat. And they're all saying hello to each other there. Sarge is in going, "Oi, oi, you bunch of
how you doing?
You bunch of brunchers," he says. Bottle making Mayhem's got a perfect comeback for you to read out there, Dave.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'll just put the hat on because of the white balance. There you go.
No, I'm not brunch muncher. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. We used to get in trouble for that, didn't we, mate? Nat saying hello, Sarge. How you doing? Some bloke called Festa saying morning, everyone.
Who's he?
No idea, mate. I was in the middle of watching James's show, and I'm sitting there, and you know what I'm like. I'm like, and then that moment comes in your head, doesn't it? You're like, I know I'm supposed to be doing something.
Yeah.
I thought, oh, that's it. I've got to set up. I've got to set up. So I frantically had to redo my webcam and my mic, and then I'm sitting down, and Dave's like, "You're missing something on your bench, ain't you, mate?" I'm like, "Yeah." And I didn't have a clue what he was on about, and then I realised that rather large helicopter's the clue, isn't it? Yeah, we're doing a bit of a catch up today on the UE, folks. It's been a while, so we're going to be swooning like a couple of girls. I've just been serenading mine. That's why we come on, and it was a bit mad because she had a bit of dust on her, and I'm chatting, and he said, "If your missus is the other side of that door," he said, "she's going to come through there in a minute," he said, and yeah. So I was chatting up a 124 Huey, and I've got
serenading. It sounded like the cat with something being inserted in the wrong end.
Oh yeah, but Dave, I've still got the patter, ain't I, mate? Well, yeah, she was swooning, mate. Yeah, Festa's still got the patter anyway. Yeah. Model making mayhem saying, "Oh, Nat, Dexter's crafter. We could get Lewis. Oh my god, the pink mankini that says not the boss. Oh my god,
I'm not going there.
Yeah. Andy saying, hello, Carl, my old chum pal buddy, and I'm saying hello, old bean. I say, sir, positively gone.
I say, sir, positively delightful. What with the day? With the day, what?
Good man, mate.
I'll get that right in a minute.
Vamp is in from South Africa. Mornings, modelling fans. Hello, Vamp. You all right, geez? Hope you're doing all right down there. Model making mayhem is saying, I wonder whether James and Chris have recovered last night from the carnage that him and Dave Barker caused them in the crash. Yeah, it was a bit chaotic, wasn't it?
I've no idea. I've not seen it yet.
Yeah, model making mayhem saying hello to Vamp. Oh dear. Sarge's got a question here, Dave. I have a question concerning proper tea culture. Oh. And then he goes on to say, me being manly and such, if I make a brew that just needs a wee bit of sugar, I will leave the tea bag in my cup. Absolutely, mate. If not, proper tea leaves in a teapot with stewage for 14 minutes.
And stirrage at the end.
Yeah. And then it's, what about tea with milk? Well, I just have a tiniest of drippage, just enough to stain it, but not enough to sour it, if that makes sense.
Should be that colour.
I have a spoonful of honey in it as well, as recommended by old Silvertop there, who's not full screen today, but he's had his ears lowered. So it's funny, as the ears came down, I think the weight of them pulled a rope in his mouth because it seems to have pulled that bottom lip back up and in place. Mike Mountain's in saying good morning all. Morning Scaly, Dad and all of that. Hope you're doing all right. And I do believe I saw a link in the boomer in the boomer saying you're doing your show today. So hopefully, mate,
good man.
Later. Good man, mate. Got to have a bit of Dad on Sunday, innit?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Dexterous Crafter saying hello, Mike. And Mike saying hello, Nat. He's also saying hello to Davey Pops. Hello, Dave.
Hello.
Don't sound too keen, will you, mate? Testing. Jacqueline's in.
Where's the rabbit?
Yeah, morning, people. She says, sausage sandwich to get us both set up for Sunday brunch. Bang a sound on these, Dave, on a Sunday morning. Mike saying hello, Jackie, and also Vamp. I'm saying about the spoon of honey in the tea because the silverback said to me, do you know, mate, he said, what might help you with your sniffles and stuff? Nice spoon of honey in your tea. Mm-hmm. And I would heartily recommend it. Heartily, with an H, by the way.
Well, I've been having honey in the tea for best part of 3 or 4 years and not had a sniffle.
No, I know.
I think there might be something in it, but what, I've no idea.
Yeah, apparently, though, it doesn't make your hair grow back. So I've got to stop rubbing it on top of my head and keep it in my cup.
Yeah.
That sounds wrong. Nat is saying, Sarge, when I have a cuppa, it has to be with milk, 2 sweeteners, and a good helping of milk. I don't like the bag stewed, but it has to be bean squeezed. Ooh.
That sounds like it's got half a cow in it.
Yeah. Nat saying hello, Jacqueline. And she's picky with her cuppas. Yeah, same with Dave. He's the same. He has a little digital timer that you set for your Dave, and it's quite a process, you know. Whereas me, I just throw it all in my cup, leave me tea bag bobbing, a spoonful of honey, couple of drops of milk, and that's it, mate. Stews away lovely.
No. Teaspoon and a half of tea leaves in the pot, hot water, 14 minutes of stewage, 30 seconds of stirrage, and then pour.
I'm still woken every morning, and this is going to sound wrong, by my Goblin teas, mate. It's a make and brand of tea machine for those that aren't in the UK. I don't know if you get them abroad, but I bought it for me wedding, Dave. It's 31 years old, this thing, like, and it's still going strong. I had me little light comes on, and it flashes at me, and it's like, oh, I've cup of tea. I've got a little pot of honey up there and all. And
Dear Lord.
My missus walks in and goes, oh, God, look at it. It's having its tea, and it's having its 11s, as she goes. Yeah. And then she's like, got any more in there? And I go, oh, you want one now, do you?
Yeah. Oh, dear.
Yeah, so I'd just say, yeah, you can still get the chrome tea bag squeezers, can't you?
Yeah.
I've got the little chrome dunker, you know, the one you put your tea leaves in, Dave.
Yeah.
You know, if you want a single cup with the tea leaves in, and it clips to the top of your cup. Oh, mate.
Well, I might have to have a look for one of them.
Yeah, it's quite handy, mate. Yeah, it's got like a little clip on the end of it and a bit of chainage, and it's got the hinge on it. So you bung your tea leaves in, and remember though, flick the little lever on the bottom, mate, to lock it. Otherwise, it opens up, doesn't it? And
Tea leaves in the bottom.
yeah. Raging Modelers saying morning deviants. Hello, Raging. Hope you're doing all right, guys. Has a dash of milk in his cup, and the bag does have to be squeezed good and proper. Yeah, see, I have mine as a floater in there, mate, and it just keeps whizzing around quite happily. Mayhem saying, I see Raging Modeler has an asbestos mouth. I've missed something there.
Yeah, I think I've missed something.
Poor Raging, bless you. He's saying hello, Nat. She's saying back there, hello to Model Making Mayhem. Model Making Mayhem saying, I keep snapping over to the hamster cage. She's been a total lemon this morning. A noisy bugger. Yeah, we used to have a little room full of the critters, mate, hamsters and gerbils and all of that lot. Steve's in saying morning. Hello, Steve. Hope you're all right, mate. Make sure you get your photos in, mate, for the gallery as well, mate. Sarge is saying, oh, complain. I have two cats acting like they are on speed. At least your hamster is in a cage. Yeah, Sarge has got a cat that thinks it's a dog. And he has to play fetch with it, which is great when you're in an hangout because he just disappears and you can hear him in his hallway with a cat. It's brilliant. That's when it's not misbehaving. It's a bit of a stealth cat. Model Making Mayhems. Don't know about the rest of you lot, but the backs of my ears are red raw from wearing face masks at work. Yeah, I mean, I've only had to wear them when I've gone out to the medic. So I've done all right, but yeah, I get it a little bit with my hearing aids because I've got hearing aid in this year, but it's behind where the glasses arm is, and that can get a bit.
Haven't been wearing one due to the fact that there's not many people in, but I've been wearing the gloves a lot.
Yeah, and I can imagine the old
gloves make your old fingers go a bit sticky and sweaty and.
Yeah, your hands get that smell of glove.
Oh, you wash your hands for 6 weeks and it still don't come off.
And you're like, oh, have you ever made the mistake, Dave, of having transparent gloves?
I've got a box at the moment.
Yeah, and you get a bit, your hands get a bit sweaty, don't they? Mm-hmm. And it don't look good, does it, in a transparent glove? It's like, yeah.
No, it looks decidedly, yeah, very.
Some bloke called Dave's in, Dave, Model Making Dave's workshop, saying hello.
Oh, hello, Model Making Dave.
Mayhem saying hello back to you there, mate. Still all snow mountain, or have you had a trim yet? Yeah, he's got his mini cam on at the moment, so you can't see that he's had his ears lowered. But Yeah, he's got a pair of ears now, and he was sat there the other night after he'd had his haircut, and he couldn't leave him alone. He was like, ooh. Skullfish is in. Skullfish. Oh, Dave's gone for a minute. He's playing with his cameras, isn't he? What we got? We got Model Making Mayhem saying, "Hey Steve, Sergeant Bones, my cat has been a major tit as well." Oh, really? What's your cat up to, mate? Skullfish says Scaly Models and Model Making Mayhem. Skullfish back. What else have we got? We've got Model Making Mayhem. Clink, pennies in a swear jar. Yeah, I reckon so, mate. Skullfish is waving to everyone. Hello, Skullfish, mate. Hope you're doing all right. Nim's saying laugh out loud. Oh, Shane's in. Hello, Shane. Hope you're doing all right, mate. Afternoon, Colin. Dave, he is about. Everyone, hope you are well. Hope you're doing all right, Shane, and Glynis is doing all right, and you're both staying safe. James is in saying, hello, guys. How you doing? We are doing well. Bit of a Mustang. Yeah, it's James's bench at the moment. I've got your stuff here pretty much everywhere at the moment, mate. And yeah. What else have we got? Model Making Mayhem is at Black Rifle Model Works. I've had to send people away and refuse entry to the shop because they haven't had a face mask on. Yeah, a few people have said to me they've had to do that. I don't know what's going on there. I thought it was compulsory in public, but Luke is in, by the way, saying Model Making Mayhem, welcome to my world. Hello, Luke. Hope you're doing all right. If I scroll back up, actually, I think I missed a few people out there that have popped in. Lee's in, saying hello, everyone. Osric's in, saying tea should be drunk out of mugs, not cups. Jacqueline is saying tea, has to be coffee. Yeah, we've got quite a few coffee drinkers out there, haven't we? My missus is a bit partial to it. I know Spiddy's a huge coffee fan. He's got some quite exotic blends. Jamie's in, saying hello to everyone. Hello, Jamie. Hope you're keeping well, mate, and your family are safe. Mike is saying hi to Osric and also hi to Jamie. Model Making Mayhem is saying, regarding the asbestos mouth statement, my nan used to only have a few drops of milk in her tea and have it scalding hot, henceforth asbestos. Yeah, my missus is like that with her coffees and her curries and things like that. She has these really rich curries, ear blasters type thing. You know, they've got so much stuff in them. And she's got a situation like that. She can just neck it, and I'm like, how does she do it? Oh, there's a distinct ping of a silverback coming back in. Hello, mate. I don't know what happened there.
I think I've got memory issues because I've got mismatched memory in the machine, and it's.
Oh, right. When you switched cameras, it kind of threw you an error, did it?
And I don't think Manycam is playing ball at the moment.
Yeah, it might be worth waiting until you've matched your memory up, my old guy. I'm still in chat at the moment, Dave, so don't worry, mate. You know, you're all right. Jamie Bones saying hello to Mike. Quano saying, Dad, don't need the gloves to get sweaty palms. He just looks at red things.
That sounded wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, we're all picking on Mike Mountain at the moment. It's got to be done, isn't it? Yeah, Everton.
And he said he's not going to support Everton anymore. He's going to start supporting West Brom.
Oh, is he? I thought he was getting into Man City, according to Dave. Model Making Mayhem is on about his mask there, having to send people away. I've already read that out. Don't be a Burke Fester. And Alicia's in saying hello to everyone. That's James's other half. Hello, Lee. How you doing? Sergeant Bones is saying Spidey's a true barista. Yeah.
Oh.
Lee's doing really well. Good to hear it, Lee. I hope everything's all right, mate. Ross Medlock's in. Afternoon, Ross. Hope you're doing all right, mate. Don't forget, folks, get all your photos in as well so we can have a good old bit of gallery going on.
Yeah.
Any of you have got any last-minute pictures you want to put in, drop them in there.
Does that mean I'm going to have to pack my bench up again?
Yeah, we're going to have to do a bit of packing, mate. I may have had a cursory looky
Oh, have you been doing some peeking?
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure there was actually some photos in there, and Luke's going to put a post up, Dave. That's all I'll say. Yeah, he knows. He's hiding in the chat, but yeah, he knows he's done wrong. So we're going to have to pack our benches away because Black Rifles posted a load of pictures in, Dave, and yeah. Model Maker Mayhem saying Everton and Man City on that Ed Force One. Yeah. Yeah, so someone who's going to remain nameless, Andy, may have decided that he's going to be sending an Ed Force One through the post, and I think that is really funny. Because, yeah, it's a gift, so he's going to have to build it, isn't he?
I think you should do a fleet of them.
Yeah, I think it should be a full video unboxing and an explanation of how wonderful a job they've done of moulding this brilliant 747 kit.
The other thing that Mike should do, I reckon, is he should do a live at the bench build of Ed Force One.
Yeah, that's what I'm on about. Look, Andy's sending him one, isn't he? Lee Eagles is saying your box is ready for posting, Fester. I might get in trouble, mate, if I take that up the post office and ask them to stamp it. Yeah. Jacqueline saying hi to Alicia. James is in, model officer. Hi, Dad. Mike in brackets. Hope life isn't too bad, buddy. Yeah, he's doing all right, mate. Had a good chat with him the other day. Alicia's in saying hello to Jacqueline. Mike saying, everyone get your boxes ready. I have, after seeing Luke's. Beaker's in saying hello, fellas. Hello, Reese. Hope you're doing all right, guys.
No,
Alicia's saying, excuse me, hello to Mike and RJC. Scaly Models is, yeah, thanks, Dave. Doing the, that's for your live Ed Force One review. Luke, you're too hard on yourself, geez. I'm sorry, he says. It's far from my best work, that one. Hey, Luke, mate, even your worst work is 10 times better than my best, mate. So you post away, mate, because we are Black Rifles fanboys, mate. We freely admit it. And Andy is saying, Beaker. So, you've got your question to ask, Dave.
My question to everybody in chat is, what's on your bench and what is or what is about to go in your bellies?
Absolutely. And with that in mind, Dave.
Yes.
What have you been up to other than having your ears lowered?
Well, someone went round and took them off and stuck them on a bit lower, and it all sort of fell on the floor, and I'm a bit short now, which is nice. So no more air flopping here, there, and everywhere. What have I been up to?
Yeah, it might be worth not doing your mini cam, mate, just in case you fall over.
Well, yeah. No, I'm not going to do that. Not that much. I've got my new PC in, which I'm using now. So that's is one of the last hurdles for finishing off the upgrade for my bench.
Yeah.
I have made a purchase.
Oh, good man.
I bought the Spitfire, the Aces High.
Oh, good,
So
mate.
I've got that, so we can do a buddy build on that at some point. I've had a sneaky peeky look inside the box and liking what I see.
Yeah. I mean, I've never built a Spitfire, so for me, it was that final better build one because everyone's going to talk about me and mock me and all of that lot. And the Aces High one is a good Spitfire mould, isn't it, from Revell?
Well, it's a first for you because it's a Spitfire, and it'll be a first for me because it's the first 1/32 scale kit I've built.
Yeah. So
firsts all round.
absolutely, mate. Absolutely, mate.
To answer Mike, I bought myself a Lenovo ThinkCentre tiny M93P machine. I got it off of eBay.
Yeah.
So it's a tiny little thing about yay big, by about that thick, by about that long.
Yeah.
So it's one of those ones that people would hook behind a screen or
basically a thin client, isn't it?
Yeah. It's a PC in a box that's less than 6 inches.
Yeah.
So that's what I bought myself. I've bought some resin wheels for the Tomcat, and I bought a couple of seats for the Tomcat as well.
Oh, right, yeah.
So, because I want to do that with the wheels down and the canopy up, and the seats that are in the kit are a bit naff, shall we say?
Yeah.
And I might have an helicopter on my bench.
Now, we're going to be doing a little chit chat about that in a minute, isn't we?
Yeah, we are.
A little catch up on them.
I'm kind of struggling now because
no, that's all right. Alicia's saying James has shown her the pictures of the Harley Quinn that I sent him, and she's looking good. Yeah, if you hang on, Alicia, she's going to be making an appearance shortly.
The only other thing that I've done is I've printed out the decals for the Northern Ireland Land Rover, and I've got one more coat of plastic coat spray over them.
Yeah, and they look pretty rosy, mate, don't they?
And they are looking a bit snazzy since I've built them up from scratch.
Absolutely, mate. Luke is saying he's got a day off today. On his bench is a Revell GTK Boxer Armoured Ambulance. Oh, that sounds interesting, mate.
It does.
Belly is a copious amounts of Stella.
Uh-oh.
I hope you've got your beard cover on, mate, so you can capture any Stella in the funnel and recycle it back into the glass. Hot tip from Fester there, mate.
Mm.
We're going to be doing a little catch up shortly, aren't we, on the Huey? Because it's been a while, isn't it, Dave, since we've caught up with them.
It's been a long time, and it still looks just as good now as it did the last time it was on the bench.
Absolutely, mate. Ross is saying bench pink Land Rover RSOV from Trumpeter in 135th. Belly's a chicken and cream cheese sarnie, mate.
Oh. Totally scale models. Bench is an Eddard 1/48 Hellcat.
Oh,
Belly chocolate coated peanuts.
Oh.
Calories.
Scaly's going, all right, got ya. Alicia, cheese and beans pasties. Bench, nothing at the moment. Waiting on 3 Pokemon Lego sets. Oh, cool, beans.
Ooh.
And yay, Harley. Yeah, I'm gonna be giving you a little peek at Harley Quinn in a sec. I suppose better show you what I've been up to, Dave, and then I'll come back
What you've been up to?
And then we'll do our little catch up on the Huey, then, can't we? Because we've had a few people ask whether or not they're still on the go. So
yeah, they're on the go.
What have I been up to? I could possibly do that shot for you. Let's have a looky, Luke. There you go. That might be a bit better for you. That's the big bird we're going to be talking about imminently.
Yours is a bit more forward than mine.
I'll just move. Yeah, I know, darling. I haven't forgotten. No, let's not do that, Cole. You're live. On my bench, obviously, I've got a bit of ball tank going on still in the corner there.
You've got body parts as well.
Yeah, so I've got
right.
got a bit of the old ball tank going on that I'm doing for the E-Models team. So
nice.
We're coming along nicely with that. That's going to get the top coat on it this week. I'm going to spray me chipping fluid on, and then, pardon me, that's going to get chipped this week. Been filming the Mustang, so I've got one of the stripes painted because I put the decals down as a template, if you remember, Dave, and then I've been chipping them and painting them. It just gave me a guideline on the car, and I got a rivet counted on the build I put up on this. Someone was like, oh, it'd have been easier if you had done it that way. Well, yeah, my plan was always been to paint these anyway, but yeah, so they're coming along nicely. So I'm happy because I'm a little bit Captain Clumsy, with me twitching, and for me it was just easier having these down as a template that I could then paint over the decals.
Yeah, it gives you something to work to.
Yeah, so for me that was my kind of way of doing it. But I got the guy's point. Yeah, mask them off, paint them, and chip them would have been easier. But he kind of didn't give me an opportunity to explain why I've done it that way. But there you go. Doors all open on it, as you know. And it's going to be getting the full Monty on that this week. And we may have a certain lady. I wasn't going to show her because it's supposed to be a surprise, but I started putting her together the other day, and she's got a bit of surfacer on her at the moment, just to blend in any seams where the resin's joined and things like that. And now I can start getting the airbrush out and putting her flesh down, and obviously I've got her tattoos to do as well. So yeah, she's going to be the full Monty, mate. I've done all the artwork for the leg tattoos, the arm tattoos, the facial tattoos that Harley wears in the film. So yeah, Alicia, she's going to be looking pretty mint, and I've even got her a pair of fishnets, Dave.
What can I say?
Yeah, when Mommy, she saw me with a miniature pair of fishnets on the bench, she kind of gave me that strange look that only a wife can give her husband when, And I then thusly went on to over-explain that they were for Harley. I went, they're scaled fishnets at the end of the day, but yeah, I just thought it added that touch of realism that she needed. Could I have painted them on? Probably, but to be honest with you, I sent James a picture of one of the fishnets over one of the primed legs, one of them.
Yeah.
And sent it up to him, just to give him an idea. And yeah, he seemed to like the effect. So I'm kind of glad I held off and waited for them to arrive, to be honest with you, because they do make it. But as you can see, folks, she's begun to be quite a fair size.
She can be quite a tall girl.
Yeah, left and right, Cole. Yeah, it's easy.
You're getting around the right way, mate.
Yeah, she's going to be a fair old size, and once she's got her base as well, which is about yay tall. Yeah, she's going to be quite a fair sized girl, mate. And if I put the light on, actually, she might be able to see her if she's watching. So I've got her bangs to put on as well on the front of her head. I've got them just there. So she's got those to drop in just down the side of her face. So, yeah, she's coming along nicely. So that's kind of what I've been up to really this week, is just playing catch up, because I did kind of lose my mojo for a bit, didn't I? And took me a while to get it back. And I didn't want to do anything on the Death Race and Harley whilst my mojo was suffering. So I went ahead and printed the Jason out for Raging and that, and did a bit of 3D commission work in the background just to get the mojo back. And what started me back with it was doing the baseball bat for Harley, because that's a couple of pieces there, and I wanted to get that together and start building that, and the mojo's crept back a bit. So that's kind of what I've been up to, Dave, to be quite honest with you, mate. I'll just swap my cameras back. 920, that one there, it might go off or it might stay on. Right. Stayed on. Happy days. There you go. I'll just get me Logitech up and adjust my webcam again, because people don't want to see up my Uta, do they?
No.
Don't really want to see up Fester's bugle, do they?
No, well,
So,
that figure is looking pretty sweet.
Yeah, she's going to come up all right, mate. And I'm thoroughly enjoying it, to be honest with you. You know, it's nice when you're doing something like that for someone else as well, because it's nice for them, isn't it? You know, so I've got a base to print out and assemble and get that all together, and then I can start seeing how she's going to come together, and then sort of get some paint down, really. So that's what I'm doing. And we've also got a couple of helicopters on our benches, Dave, haven't we?
Yeah.
So
but yours is a bit more advanced than mine. I seem to have slipped behind you a little bit, so to speak.
Yeah, I mean, you know what I'm like. I had a bit of a binge with her and slapped her all together and pre-shaded her, and but yeah, we got our Uis, didn't we, Dave?
Yeah, I'm going to do
You doing a mini cam, are you?
No, I'm going to do that, and hopefully.
Oh, there you go.
Hopefully. So, mine is still in the most gorgeous green plastic.
Yeah.
It's a little bit dusty because I didn't have time to clean it before we come on live. I've still got a few bits to go on. I've got the side doors to go on. I've got the other side. I've got that one to go on this side.
Oh, right, yeah.
I've still got to do the door panel for the engine bay.
Yeah.
But otherwise, it's looking pretty nice at the moment. I don't know what I've done, but I've managed to end up with a bit of a gap between the floor and the bottom of the fuselage on.
Yeah, that's the door channel, don't forget, Dave, for the sliding pin on the sliding door.
Oh, is it? Oh, well, I better not fill that in then, had I?
No. That if you look at your side door, you've got two guide pins. One goes in the channel at the top, and the other one goes in the channel at the bottom, mate. If you fill that in, you're not going to be able to slide your door backwards and forwards, mate.
I won't do that then.
No, you don't, mate. It'll knacker your Yui up, mate.
Yeah. So, I know I'm a little bit behind you, and I should really extract one's finger and get on with it a little bit more. But I've thoroughly enjoyed building this, and I don't really want to stop building it.
No, I mean, this has been sat up on my shelf now for about 3 or 4 months in this state, you know, and having done all of the opening of the doors on them and things like that, we've kind of come to a grinding standstill. I've got a bit of PVA on my doors to keep them shut at the moment whilst I paint, so I might just have to welly them open. But yeah, all the doors open, all the engine covers and all of that are open. The side doors under the engines, they all open. It's got a lighting kit in it as well, Dave, isn't it?
Yeah, you gone down your electricity road, haven't you? You've been putting wires and LEDs and flashy bits here and there.
Yeah. But yeah, we've got a bit of, there you go. We've got a bit of door hinge going on and all of that lot. so they all open. But yeah, and Dave kindly sent me his fins to scratch build because mine didn't have them in it.
Yeah, you put them away somewhere so safe and can't remember where you put them.
Yeah, I put them away safe so that I didn't lose them, and I lost them. So I had to scratch build a pair. But yeah, that's kind of how she's sitting, and she's got a bit of gunnage going on and all of that lot. And then buried away in the little cubby hole there is the switch for the lighting kit is in there and all of that lot. So yeah, all in all, mate, for the infamous Revell 124 Hueys that no one likes because they're the world's worst kit, they haven't come up bad. I mean, we had that awful moment, didn't we? I mean, I had it when I cut these doors out, these doors and this door, where there was barely anything left to hold it together. And it was only putting the internal cage in that suddenly bought it, because we both lined it, because I sat here one night with a bit of tea towel, didn't I, cutting it out, and you're like, what are you doing, Cole? I'm putting an headlining in. Dave's like, oh, that's a good idea. I'm going to nick that. I'm going to have that. I want an headlining now. When we put the headlining in and sagged it, didn't we, and painted it, and Dave got his saw out and chopped all the guts out of these, and I've 3D printed figures in the back with rifles and all of that gubbins. So
yeah, because what you should, where's my pointer? What you should have, if you try to turn it without trying to drop everything, is you should have in here, in this bit here, you should have what Revell are saying as ammunition boxes.
yeah, a very vain attempt, Dave, wasn't it?
Incredibly. And I might have got a cutting device in there and oiked them out.
Yeah.
I've also made up a little trestle to put the stretchers on so that the medics are not bending over all the time.
Yeah, so yeah, because we started these before the brunch shows were launched. These used to be what we used to do on our Saturday lives, and yeah, we've had them sat there because we both really don't want to finish them. I don't know what it is about these Hueys. I mean, I had mine in my stash, many years, and kept joking with Reese, oh yeah, got to build a 124 Huey, mate, fag end of the kit world and all of that lot. And then Dave got one, and I finally had someone to build one with, because they are, how can I say, I wouldn't say problematic, Dave. They've got their ways, haven't they?
They got their own quirkiness, but I think once you get round that,
but they've turned out not too bad, have they, really?
Well,
for the Revell 124 Huey that everyone loves to hate.
Well, everybody hates on it. Everybody says, oh, it doesn't fit together, and there are fit issues, and there is this and that. I haven't had any fit issues, and I haven't had any. I've had quirky bits where you've had to work it so that it fits.
Yeah.
But it's not where I've had to do major surgery to make it fit, if you know what I mean.
Absolutely.
So I really don't know where these people get this idea from, that it's the fag end of the world.
Yeah. Yeah. Luke's saying the Hueys are looking very nice. Cheers, Luke.
Thanks, Luke. What I would say to anyone that says, oh, it's the fag end of the model kit world, is go out, buy one and build it if you haven't done it, because, you don't know what you're talking about, because I can't fault it, really.
Yeah.
I avoid it.
Alicia's saying, oh my God, they look amazing already. Reese has got to go. He's got to do some brake pads on his bike. Sarge is saying, looking at them Hueys is giving me an Apocalypse Now vibe, complete with Ride of the Valkyries in the background.
I think Sarge should go and get one of these and build it.
Yeah. Luke is saying they're looking very nice. Thank you, Luke.
Thank you.
Model officer, I like the Huey. I know people don't like the kit, but that's modelling. Yeah, it's one of those. They originally were built for young kids like us to play with, James, weren't they? And so they didn't go hyper detail. But I think if Revell were to do this as a level 5 super detailed re-release, I think a lot of people would snap one up, to be honest. Yeah.
Yeah. There are some missing details. They did miss a trick, but bearing in mind, was it 68, 69 this was released?
Yeah, 68, 69 through the 70s, and then it it was infamously reboxed as the Rambo helicopter when them films come out, and the amount of blokes that probably went out and bought it and then were gutted to see that it was the same 124 Huey were probably devastated. But yeah, so it's one of them, but I love it. I love the build. I love how the kits have started to come out, and well, you know, we had the saw out and all of that lot with them, didn't we, Dave? And at one point we thought, have we gone too far with cutting everything up? But no, it come together well. Vamp is saying, I tried uploading some of my pics into the folder in the group and it keeps giving me an error for uploading. Is there a way to fix it or what? No idea, mate. I was getting Facebook errors on a Friday, so whether they're working on something, mate, but if not, just create a new album or just post them up anywhere in the group, mate.
Model Making Mayhem is saying he may have to get a Huey. I suggest you do, fella, because they are good.
Yeah.
They are out there, but try not to pay silly money.
Well, yeah, I mean, they go through stages, these kits, don't they? And they become sought after for a while. And we saw them of stupid prices, you know, but.
Well, when I got this one, I was just doing an idle search for 124th and one popped up for 30 quid and I hit the buy button that fast. It was just like a blur across my table.
Yeah. Yeah, Vamp saying the only Rambo he's seen was the Millwind Chopper. Yeah, there was a re-release in the UK, which was a Revel Rebox. It's a lot of pics, and I mean a lot. Oh, bless you, mate. Yeah, well, like I say, mate, give it a couple of days if you want, mate, and we'll have a look. I'll have a look my end, but none of the settings in the group have changed, dude. So, yeah, it's
probably Facebook somewhere doing some updates on their servers.
Oh, mate, they're an absolute bind, didn't they? But
or someone within the towers of Facebook have done something and are now not admitting that they've done something because they don't want to get into trouble.
Yeah, and whilst we're on the subject, Dave, we've got them that we're going to be starting as well.
Oh, yeah.
Are the Thunderbird 2s, because we've fallen in love with the Hueys. We've kind of let our buddy builds go a bit, haven't we, Dave? So
yeah,
we're going to be starting these shortly, and I've got an original pontoon bridge as well that I was going to use upside down as the launch platform, but apparently these are quite sought after now, and so I'm going to 3D. Yeah, I'm going to 3D print mine instead because that's still in its original. Yeah,
I think that the cheapest one that I've seen so far for that is $18.99. I think it was.
Well, that's got a price on it still of £1.
Blimey.
And it was sold by Ellis's newsagent.
Yeah. Good grief.
Yeah, and that's an original old Airfix logo on that as well, Dave. So
right. Just for going back to who it was model making mayhem. I've just done a quick search on good old eBay for a Revell 124th Huey. There's one going for a buy it now at 40 quid with £7.50 postage. There's one that's got 20 quid bid on it, and one for 55 quid plus 8 quid postage. It's not too bad.
We have seen them for 3 figures before, Dave, didn't we?
Yeah. So they're out there.
So I haven't died. It's just I was putting Helga the Huey back. I've just called her a Helga. Really? I've just named my Huey helicopter on here. Yeah, so that's what we're going to be doing next, folks. We're going to be doing the old FAB Thunderbird 2, aren't we, Dave?
Yeah, because inside it does look slightly a bit like that.
Yeah. So yeah, I could end up getting me Virgil Thunderbirds outfit out, Dave. Mm. Apologies for the tools going. It's just got a bloke over there building in his back garden, so I can't really
It's a
stop
bit
that.
antisocial, isn't it?
No, he's all right. It's Andy, you know Andy, the one who gave that infamous one-liner to our local drunk.
Oh, and the kid that does the motorbike thing.
Yeah. He's doing some work on his house at the moment. Bless him. He came over, knocked earlier. So I'm going to have a load of gear going. And I said, mate, don't worry about it. But people wonder what it is. That's what it is. It's not. It's not me being a man of a certain age.
Well, not yet, anyway.
Not yet. So yeah, we've got them, mate, haven't we? So we're looking forward to that.
Yeah, that's. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do for mine. I was toying with the idea of opening up the windows and trying to scratch build a some kind of cockpit thing.
Oh right, yeah.
I think I'll have to have a look at some photos and see what I can do.
Yeah, I mean, the saw's got to come out, isn't it? But yeah, I've gone for that sort of iconic scene of it, the ramp and all of that lot, and it's one of them.
I might put it up on its legs. I could do with getting a couple of extra pods so you can have that stand and then one underneath and one either side.
Yeah, you get the old brass rods in there to replace the legs and all of that lot, can't you?
That's what I'm thinking. And do my own telescopic leg things.
Yeah.
Could be interesting.
So I'm just saying, I've been thinking of the Hind in 148. It's almost as big as Collins Huey. Yeah. Nice kit as well, mate. Paul Di Tommaso says he has a stealth helicopter kit. Oh, that sounds nice. I was going to get one of them Apaches next, Dave. I don't know. They've got that. They've got that look about them of you want some. You know what I mean?
Bethesda, they got the Hind in 48th.
Yeah.
Quite like that one.
Phil Bolton's in morning stroke afternoon all. Hello, Phil. Hope you're doing all right over in the US of A. He's on the east coast, is it, or the west coast of west coast of California? In it down that way you are, mate.
Yeah.
Scaly saying hi, Phil. Phil saying all Thunderbirds kits. Yeah, we get to go the old Scott and Virgil Tracy bit and all of that. Because I've got Lady Penelope's roller as well, the old 6-wheeled Rolls Royce over there, you know, and it was like I scored one of them on eBay on one of my.
Oh, you went on one of your stealth searches, didn't you?
I did, yeah, and I was like, oh, Dave, I've just scored Lady Penelope's motor there, mate. Get in. Vampy's going laugh out loud. Model Making Mayhem's going Thundermog. Scaly saying he can't hear the tools going, oh, that's all right, mate. Cheers, dude. James is asking, has anyone seen Trumpeter's 112th GT40 Le Mans kit? The detail on it looks really awesome. Can't wait to get one when he can afford it. No, I haven't, mate. But
no, I can't say that I've seen that one either.
Mate, it's a 112th GT40.
That's gonna be a bit large.
That's gonna be seriously nice, mate. I'll tell you, I'm going to be doing a bit of Googlage after the show. I know it, and then I'm going to be moaning all afternoon, Dave, going, "I want GT40." Dave, I think you can get a kit with just the pods in it, mate, for the Thunderbird 2.
Okay, I'll have to have a look.
And Phil says he's in Washington State, West Coast, coming up on 5 a.m. here, mate.
Ooh, sun's
nice neck of the woods out there, mate, isn't it? I hope things in the US are calming down a bit with the world being on fire, because, you know, in the UK we hear there's quite a lot of cases out there and things going on. And I hope you're all right, mate, out there.
Yeah.
Nim is saying, oh my God, I've got a big word here, Dave. I'll stick to my Polycarpov PO2 for now, though I may get a Red Baron plane afterwards if the Poly comes out good. I can imagine, Nim, with your skills, it's going to come out splendidly.
Well, yeah.
So, yeah, that's the old chatty pops caught up with, Dave. So we're getting quite close to our gallery coming up. I'm going to do a bit of a refresh and a quick check to see whether everything's coming up okay.
I'm just having a quick search for the old Trumpeter 1/12 GT40.
Let's give that pre-approval on that. That's Malcolm. Oh yeah, he's got the Ed 209. Yeah, I've got a 3D print to do for one of them as a commission. So, and a quick refresh on there. So whilst that's refreshing, yeah, Phil Bolton saying, thanks, sir. My health isn't the best, so I'm staying at home with my dog and my stash. Well, hopefully, my friend, yeah, you know, things pick up for you. So I think it might be coming up to that time, Dave, didn't you?
What could that be? Pack up the benches because we're about to go diving into the gallery.
We are. I'll just move all my gubbins out the way there. Yeah, it's model officer saying trying to get my Huey in, but so slow. Yeah, they are a nice kit, mate. Honestly.
Yeah. Don't believe what you hear, what people say about.
Yeah, it's not me doing an Ed Force One moment either. It's one of them. You know, we kind of knew, pardon me, beforehand that we was going to do something different. So I suppose that helped us, didn't it? It garnered a bit of interest. Excuse me, Spider Pig. It garnered a bit of interest, didn't it? So, yeah.
Well, originally I was going to get the 35th scale just to see what the difference was, but managed to get one of the 24th scales.
Yeah, I mean, they are a bit, in the UK anyway, a bit like Hen's Teeth and Unicorn Tears, but... Right, that's ready to share now. So, what's Nim saying there? I'm trying to convince one of my other friends to post to the group. Just haven't seen him around. Must be knee deep in one of his Gundam models in Panzer colours. Yeah, Nim, mate.
Yeah.
Welcome. Post away. That's what the group's there for, you know. I mean, the only time I ever post in there is links to the shows, but, you know, it's your group at the end of the day, and... you know, your work to be seen. You know, if people want to see mine or Dave's, they just go on our channels. This show and everything to do with it's about you guys and girls, not just us. James apparently has PM'd me the GT40, mate. I'll have a look at me PMs off air, mate, just in case, because obviously if anyone's sent anything personal through, because me and Dave interact with a lot of people with some mental health issues and things like that, and I just don't want to show any posts that are private, mate. But I'll have a look as soon as I'm done on the show, James, for you, buddy. Let's bring that up on full screen.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, we're getting to that point. That's the normal announcement, folks. And for those that haven't seen it, that's the normal announcement that's at the top of the group there, which is for anyone still in isolation. It's a Google Calendar with all our live streams in. Mine's in there, Fox's, Chris's, Nat's. She does live streams. They're all in there. If Mike Mountain's watching, I don't know whether you've been in touch with Malcolm or whatever, but get your show in there, mate, so that you appear on the calendar, and click on it. It takes you to a Google Calendar, and it lists Sunday through to the following Sunday with all the different dates and times of all our YouTube live shows.
Yes. So pick and choose.
Yeah, most of them are Fox's because he is a bit of a YouTuber, but there are spaces in there that you can squeeze a show in. And if you want to have a go at YouTube, and you know, have yourselves a go.
Yeah, don't hold back.
So that's what that is, that link there, and put your links in there and on the page to any channels or pages you've got, and we'll try and feature your channels on the show and get back into it. Malcolm Childs is saying, good day all, I'm working on an Ed 209. These are from Robocop, if anyone's not sure. Most of the large parts are done, not far from completion. And
looking nice.
Look at that, Dave. Aye.
That is.
I mean, Sarge likes his mechas and robotic stuff. And
I think when that's all put together, I think that is going to be one beast of a kit.
It's subtly done again, you know. Fox is in the chat saying afternoon. Afternoon, Fox. Hope you're doing all right, geese.
Hello, Fox.
But yeah, I'm liking that.
Oh, me too. That is going to be very impressive when that all comes together.
Seriously special, mate. Oh, we've got a bit of delay here. So it could be Facebook playing up Vamp, to be honest with you, mate, because the gallery pictures are taking a little while to load, aren't they? Lewis Williams has got a 1/72 scale Wildcat starter kit that is only used paint, glue, brushes that come with the kit. Oh,
basic build.
Oh, you look at that.
Oh,
not knowing what a Hellcat is, I've now know what an Hellcat is.
Each one of them.
Hey, that's a beastie, isn't it?
It is.
And they're little starter sets.
Yeah. Yeah, with a brush and little pots of paint and some.
Oh, a bit like them really great Herald kits we got done.
Yeah.
Yeah, my Jaguar E-Type starter kit ended up getting the Austin Powers decal wrapped on it, didn't it?
Yeah.
That's not a bad little kit, that, for a starter kit, then, isn't
it?
It's
all right, isn't it? It's
And what are they? They're about a tenner a pop, aren't they, if that?
Yeah, it depends. I think it's somewhere between 10 to 14 quid.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's something to get someone started.
Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. Lewis is also doing the HK Lancaster at the moment on his lives, I do believe. And he's got the cockpit going on there. And if I remember rightly, I think he's doing this as an out of box as well. So,
he's not putting any extra photo etch resin in it.
Oh, I think he's gone for the out of box just to, highlight that, you can build these out of the box and still turn out a beautiful kit. Fox is asking what's he missed so far. We was just killing time until you got here, mate.
Yeah.
As far as I know, the Guru's on this afternoon, folks, at 3 p.m. So tune in for that. So that's Lewis's HK Lancaster. James Skiffin's in. He was doing his model officer's mess before we came live, and today he's made a little more progress in his Sunday parade on the quick diorama, showing how he did things. He had the old static grass applicator out, Dave. You know, the one I held up and pressed against my nose and went zap.
Yeah. It's like the homemade one that I've done. That I've upgraded it from 2 1.5 batteries to a 9.
Oh yeah, I mean I've got a load of stretched earlobe going on, and I held it against that and gave it a zap. And I don't know why I was like surprised when I got a zap off. It's like, well, you're bound to, you pillar.
And I thought to myself, it's only 9-volt battery, it's not going to hurt. So I zapped myself, and boy, gosh, it hurt.
Yeah, it smarts a tad, doesn't it?
Smart, jeez. I said words that you could not possibly say on this live show.
Oh, fudge sticks and broom handles.
Yes, something like that.
I like his grass on there, Dave. I mean, look at that.
I like that.
And I was watching him do this on his show, and again, he makes it look so easy. And having played with the static grass applicators, there is a bit of a knack to it, isn't there?
Well, I've tried applying it, but mine doesn't look anything like what he's managed to do on there.
Yeah.
So
again, you know,
he must use witchcraft and tomfoolery to make this stuff.
yeah, I think he's got one of the old snake charmer flutes, and he gives it a bit of the old tunage, mate, when he's off air. That's what I reckon he does. Lewis is showing a 72nd scale Japanese 0.
Oh. He's certainly pushing out some kits, isn't he?
Knocking out the kicks, isn't he, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, dinner noms, Dave.
Oh.
What have we got there? Roast pork. I'm not going to say anything, but the truth today, she set the smoke alarm off. All right. We got oh, Dave.
When are we going to do this road trip? Because we're going to have some of this roast pork.
Yeah, I can imagine us two sat on the settee afterwards. Oh, stick a fork in us. Oh.
Yeah, I'm eating too much now.
Yeah, Jacqueline saying looks lovely, but far too big for us. Yeah, I'm a bit of a snail when it comes to food. You know, it's like, yeah. Oh, Ian Dalthwaite has completed a 1/24th scale logging crane.
Oh,
It's now ready to be mounted on the trailer. It's a basic crane from the Italieri accessories set with a resin aftermarket log grab and an operator's seat. Plumbed with aftermarket vinyl hoses and custom decals. Also got a start on the Italieri Scania chassis. The base kit has been chopped before. The rear axle and a resin aftermarket tax axle grafted on, sprayed in semi-gloss black. Oh, mate.
Oh,
Look at that.
that is nice.
Isn't it?
I like that.
Mate, that is a seriously sexy bit of craneage, mate.
Do you know, I am seriously thinking about doing one of these Italieri 1/24th lorries.
You've got to, mate. You've got to. Yeah, that is a seriously sexy bit of craneage.
I'm seriously, I am liking that. That is a nice bit of work he's put in there.
Oh, yeah. I mean, apologies for leaving this on the screen, but I think we're both drooling, Dave, aren't we?
We are.
I'm
The thing is he going to leave it all nice and clean and squeaky-fied, or is he going to do some subtle, very subtle weatherage? Because I think just a little bit of weatherage on that would really properly set that.
Yeah,
off.
I mean, it's a logging rig, isn't it? So I suppose he's going to do it with a bit of a oh, excuse me, a tad of wear and tear on it, and he's grafted the section in the chassis there to mount it all on. And having done these Italieri trucks, yeah, I can appreciate what you've done there, mate. I'll tell you something, mate. I do like that.
That is, I am taken by that.
So keep them coming, Ian, because
Yes, definitely.
that's a bit mint. Oh, Ross Medlock, mate's been buying toys for the stash, Dave, and you're gonna love one of these. I know you are. Sarge is going to be drooling because he's got a USS Kelvin.
Okay, yeah, fine.
He's got the USS Rio Grande runabout. I've got a feeling he sits there building in his Spock outfit and giving it all to the old live long and prosper bit. Yeah, we know what you get up to at your bench, mate. But I've got a feeling Ross sits there, a bit like Vincent, dressed up as a Romulan, you know what I mean? But look at that, Dave, big boomage. And that's
Articulated boomage.
Yeah, that's the Patriot missile one, Dave.
That is nice.
And it's funny, I always have this iconic image in my head of the first time I saw the Patriots take out a Scud during Gulf War One.
Yeah.
And I had friends out there at the time, and seeing them old Patriots go up after one of them and give it a bit of, not today, mate.
Yeah.
So seeing one of them's quite, and that looks seriously sexy, doesn't it? Is that a tack-on? I don't know.
I'm not.
Could not be. I don't know, but it's.
I'm not sure, but I think it's 148.
It's looking seriously sexy, though, isn't it?
That would be a very nice kit.
And then he's got a Mozzie as well. Mark IV bomber.
Nice.
That's
He's been doing
37
some. He's
now.
been doing some purchasing.
He has, isn't he? So we'll be looking out for them, mate.
Oh yeah.
Right, Dave. This is the point.
Oi, Steve, come back here. Get that lorry parked up, mate.
Yeah, that's not Andy across the road with the tools. That's the removal vans, because I'm going to get the packing cases out in a minute. This is just the starter for 10, Dave, by the way.
Oh no.
This is just these bench and belly moment. Obligatory can of Stella and his armoured ambulance. Excuse me for belching there, folks.
That looks nice. I like
That does, doesn't it? Always amazes me with Luke, and most of the ISM guys are the same, is how neat and tidy their workspaces are.
Yeah, not like mine.
There's more from Luke in there as well, mate. We haven't seen the last of Luke yet, mate. Ross Medlock's got his pink motor in there, and he did the pink camo last week, didn't he, on the Penguin dudes? And yeah,
Oh yeah.
and that is pink, isn't it?
That is. Ooh.
I mean, there's pink, and then there's fudge broomsticks and handles pink.
Hang on a minute. Hang on. I'm just going to put my yellow ones on.
Yeah, you might want the old filters out, Dave, because yeah.
Oh, that's better.
But it looks right, doesn't it?
That's nice.
You know, it's a bit like when we saw the pink camo he did last week, wasn't it?
So I take it that's the same pink that he's used on the vehicles he's used on the uniforms.
I've got a feeling it is, mate. But it just, yeah,
Oh, that's nice. I like that.
it makes a bold statement, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's a burn it on the retinas. That is.
And having seen the dudes that go with it last week, I think they're in there further on this week. Progress, but having seen them, mate, honestly, it works out really well. Shane Young's has got on there. This is the ICM 135th SDKFZ 251 German half track. Weathering is ongoing. It's a nice kit with loads of interior detail.
Oh,
Ross is saying in the chat that it's the same pink, by the way.
oh, right, okay.
Look at that.
That's nice.
Isn't it?
Ooh,
Again, subtle.
very.
Isn't it? Yeah.
No,
I've got the old Rommel one up there. His Greif, I think it was called. Yeah, something about an half track, isn't there, that's got that. Yeah, you want. Yeah, you know, it's like the one with a motorbike on the front.
Oh,
Them.
right.
Yeah. And again, you know, you've got a bit of streaking going on, a bit of
He's done
weathering.
a nice little job there. That's looking. That is looking very nice.
I want to get in there and go with the guns, didn't you?
I want to go and do a air brake turn with it.
If you can get an handbrake turn out of one of them, mate, I'll be mightily impressed.
Just to get it to turn in one circle would be impressive, I think.
The fault of the Silverback careering towards us about to lock the handbrake up on that is a sight to behold, mate. That is subtly done, mate. I like that.
No, that is subtly nice.
And it's a half track. You know, anything that's got half track, mate, you know.
Oh.
Yeah, we're now getting to the blokes and folks and the car people that are putting in, and we've been keeping an eye on this Skyline, haven't we, over a period of time, and he's got the full list in there. I like this idea. I know Paul's a big, Paul's a big champion of this on the ISM, and I know folks go, oh, it's detail, mate. It helps us. It helps us when we're showing kits, doesn't it? Because
and it's also nice to see what they've done and what they've used.
Absolutely. I mean, how many times have we been on a thing? I've got it. I'm a member of certain groups, and I'm in the ISM group, and you look there and you think, oh, I'd love to know what paint. And we all do the same, what paint is it? And you end up with 30 blokes asking what paint it is. Whereas I do like this idea of just list it all down. It makes it so much easier for us, doesn't it? And yeah, that's a 124 Colsonic Skyline GTR, Dave.
That is nice.
Primed in UMP black primer.
Ooh.
Zero Colsonic blue. I've not tried zero paints yet, but having watched David and a lot of the guys and Paul and that do their 2K finishes and all of that.
They are very nice. Just be a little bit careful when you are agitating the paint in the jar.
Yes.
If you over agitate or vigorously agitate, the steel ball and glass do not get on. And I know that to my cost.
Yeah, you had a bit of you painted yourself, didn't you?
I had an accident with inside the spray booth. I was shaking away and thought, why is my hand suddenly getting very wet?
Yeah.
The base of the jar had completely separated from the rest of it, and crazy purple pink was escaping everywhere.
But yeah, it's full listing there of all the bits and bobs, and look at that.
That's terrific, that is.
And I just love the way these side pipes poke out at a rather jaunty yet purposeful angle.
Yeah, with a slight downward slant as well.
Absolutely. But yeah, I mean, Frankie kindly sent me the Mercedes, the one with the gold wing doors, SLS AMG Mercedes.
Yeah.
And I really want to do it justice because, you know, he's a smashing fella and he sent me a kit, and the least you can do is give it a bit of love and attention, innit? And I really watch these guys in awe almost of what they can do with their paint finishes. And I take it all in, but having not used the techniques and the paints that they're using on a model kit myself, I'm still a bit edgy dipping my toe in, if I'm honest.
I've used the zero paints a few times, and I've found that slowly and mistfully is the way forward. Just mist it on,
less is more. Yeah,
let the colour build up slowly rather than trying to chuck a couple of coats on in one go.
A bit like when we're spraying red over yellow.
Yes.
Ray in Malta. Hello, Ray. Hope you're doing well, mate. Is saying very, very good paint. The zero paints. Yeah.
They are nice. The only trouble is, have windows open. They are a bit.
Yeah, and Sarge is telling me, as a reminder, they're hot paints. Yeah. This is the thing. And when I've got my mini workshop up in the back garden, I'm going to have a lacquer booth in there, and my old compressor is going out there, and some airbrushes, and it's going to be where I do me lacquers because I kind of want it out of the house, if that makes sense. I don't know if that's the right thing or what.
And extractor pipe to the front door and then out through the letterbox.
Well, yeah, because when I changed my compressor, I kept my old compressor and tank because I thought, well, I'm going to be having a hot zone, so to speak, for painting. And I thought, well, what's the point of junking a compressor when I can use it?
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to be spraying a lot of lacquers, but it's there if I need to. Yeah, I do like that. You've done a really, really nice job of that, Clinton. And
yeah, very nice.
They do. They look really. I know. I was about to say they look really racy. Duh, they're a touring car, but the guys do some splendid work on them, mate. And props to them. You might want to get your bench started, Dave, because we're now moving into
Mr. James.
Progress this week on the 148th SBD3 Dauntless for their air warfare group build in the mess. Yes, folks, the officers' mess.
Oh, yeah.
Are still doing their group build. I'm not sure how long it runs for. How long there is left on it, but if you want to be a part of it, pop over to the mess and have a look in there, and there might be some instruction or
Yeah,
guidelines on how long it's running for. But if it's something that you're interested in being involved in, and they do a lot of group builds in there.
yeah, I'm going to have a look at their list of group builds because I think I might throw myself into one of those.
I mean, Dave, look at it.
But then again, when you've got the likes of James, I don't think I think I shall just run away and hide behind the sofa.
You know them off-air words I use.
Yes, they're the same ones that I'm thinking right now.
Just look at it. It's not fair. My bottom lip's out. Oh. Look at that.
How does he do it? How does he do it? How does he get...
I mean, Dave, them straps. Oh, look at it. Come on, dude. Get out of here. Unbelievable. Oh,
that is gorgeous. It's not fair because I know if I tried it, I'd never get anywhere close to that.
oh mate, I can't. Well, it's funny. It leads us into a little segue, doesn't it? We are going to be on the Patreon thing, innit? We're going to be doing a couple of no holds barred, isn't we?
Oh yeah, it's gonna. Then you will really know what the true Colin and Dave are like.
Yeah, I had one of my mates, a good friend of mine. He messaged me and he went, "I'd love to see you do a no holds barred gallery, just so that you can say the words you really want to say when you see something that blows your socks off." He said, "Because I know what you like," and it's an idea that stuck in my head. And I was chatting to Dave about it, and a few other people want to come in and join us, and a few of my patrons are up for it. And yeah, all right. There's going to be how can we say, slightly fruity language, not in a deliberate way, but when you see work like this as a modeler, you know you want to go fudge sticks and broom handles. Well, you can't at lunchtime on a Sunday.
No, not on a lunchtime Sunday. No, it's just...
Honestly, that has absolutely blown my socks off if I was to wear them. Unbelievable. I want to cry, I want to sulk, I want to whine and whinge and bitch like the rest of them because I'd love to do that. But I can't because I ain't good enough. And yeah, that is just...
Wibble.
It is, isn't it? But it's a nice wibble. It's a worthy wibble because, yeah.
Oh, he's got the fabric seat harnesses.
Yeah, but
are they fabric? Yeah, they are fabric. That is fabric, isn't it?
I've got no idea what it is, mate, but it works for me. And again, if it's out there and it adds that kind of detail to a kit, use it. Look at it. Oh.
That is gorgeous. Do you know what? I'm just going to pack my bench up and I'm not going to make any more models now.
Yeah. Well, what we'll do is we'll have a new thumbnail for next week due to a technical fault. James.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're not going to be doing any video work anymore because we're crying.
Yeah. Boo-hoo. Boo-hoo and wibble sticks.
Oh, mate, look at it. Unbelievable. He's either got very large thumbs or that is some really fine detail.
That is, I do. I don't know what to say. Well, I know what I would like to say.
Pardon me. I do apologise. Yeah.
I know what I would really like to say, but I can't say it because it's Sunday lunchtime.
Yeah. People can probably imagine, but... But honestly, as a late night gallery, we'd be able to sit there with if people drink or whatever and they've got their favourites, you could just really go, wow. Yeah, you know what I mean. Unbelievable, mate. There would be grown-up words not fit for family airing. I'm blown away, Dave.
I am. You get someone that comes along and just drops in a few photos, and you just think, Holy moly.
Absolutely. I mean, I don't know what you guys in the chat think, but oh mate, if you haven't seen James's page, his YouTube channel, get over there. Model Officer's Mess. Subscribe. The same with Luke and all of those. And I mean, we got Budget Modeler here. Look at this. Another bloody yeah, unbelievable. Mitsubishi J2M5 Raiden build so far. And look at that. Come on, man. Blind old Riley. Look at that, Dave.
Nice.
Isn't it? And this is just the pilot. I mean, come on. Holy moly. Yeah. I can't hear you packing, Dave.
Oh, I don't need to. I'm packed. I'm packed, and it's 5 miles down the road there.
And the thing is, mate, I'm not going to take care when I pack my bench. I'm going to do it in one of my dagnamit moment packing, mate.
Yeah, I've just done a crash pack.
Ooh, yeah. Oh my God, that's different, isn't it?
Oh.
James Chapman there. He says, I thought I would share a Lego unicorn I built for my daughter. Oh my God. Get out of here.
Ooh.
Holy, that is beautiful, isn't it?
He does like his Lego, doesn't he? Oh, James.
Yeah, but I would never have sat there and even thought of doing something like that.
Yeah, that's... I think I would have gone a bit insane with all those
Hey,
colours.
just start calling me Fiona, and I'll be heading off to James's because I want a unicorn now. Aye, oh James,
That's nice. I like that. Oh, hello.
Yeah, I know. Raging Modeler's been figure painting again, Dave. I know you love your figure painting.
Oh no.
This is a bit more progress on the Necron Immortals. Trying to get the glowy effect right. It's getting there, but it's still not 100% convinced. And this is a tabletop miniature, Dave. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, it's probably about about an inch tall.
Yeah, he's not got hands like Pat Jennings, the goalkeeper.
No.
Oh, mate, I'm curling my toes up here, James. He says, I can make you a small one if you like. Yeah, absolutely, mate. I'll be taking pride of place on my bench, mate. And it'll be in every video, James, in the corner there, just sat there all proud, mate, because I am a princess, mate. Look at that, though, Dave. I mean,
I like that.
it's funny. We was talking about this the other week, wasn't it? You know, like yourself, Raging, Simon Reynolds does it, Fox does it. I mean, how you guys manage to paint these tabletop miniatures so beautifully when they're so small.
I think next week I'll have to get the... I did 4 1/76.
Yeah.
Figures, you know, the for the Falklands of the paras and the Marines doing their yachting and tabbing, and I've done them in the camouflage.
I mean, I reckon Simon Reynolds has got a telescope mirror stuck on his head somewhere when he's painting, because I've seen some of the work and I'm like, how the hell have you done that? Because there's...
No, I heard he'd had one of his eyes taken out and he's had one put in that's bionic.
Yeah, I reckon he's got Steve Austin's bionic eye, mate.
Yeah, super macro zoom.
James has put some more photographs in his album, James Chapman. I'll go into the album in a minute then, mate, because I'm going to do albums in a sec. So watch out, because I'll be coming back to that, James.
Oh.
Nim is saying my latest whips, I'm happy with how they're coming along. Look at that.
That's looking nice.
That is, isn't it? And then Nim, if you remember from last week, did the iBot or whatever it was.
Yeah, but it's in the background and it's still looking... Ooh,
yeah. But Dave, it's biplane, isn't it?
That's a novel way of attaching wings.
Yeah, I mean, how did it fly with them 2 big bottles of glue on it?
Yeah, and are they there for fuel or what? Oh, that is... Oh, look at that. I like that. I'm not entirely sure what it is, but I like it.
It's something out of Gundam. She did say last week in the
Yeah.
chat, didn't she? And it's just different, isn't it?
No, I just
And I love the technique and the painting. And like I say, she's doing a biplane.
she's very brave because I wouldn't do a bright biplane.
Yeah, and if she's going to be giving it large like that, Nat's got some mojo back for the knit. Oh look, knitted hedgehog. Finished knitting the shoes, tongue and shoe buckles. Just need to see him place.
Oh,
Working on his red coat at the moment. Oh, Dave.
yeah.
Oh,
Now,
look.
got your little slippers on. Oh, look.
Oh, shoe tongue and but oh, Dave, look.
I know.
Isn't it? We are a right old soppy pair of bleeders, really, aren't we?
Yeah.
I'm not a hugger. It's famously known that I'm not a hugger, but you just want to cuddle it, don't you?
Yeah.
And that's knitting edge. I've got no idea what you would call the techniques. All I know is I can remember my mum with her robotic needles going at the speed of Usain Bolt, and Mike Mountain is saying, yeah, it's got to have a red coat. Yeah. Model officer saying to James, oh, sorry to hear about your granddad. Yeah, bless. Yeah, you had a bereavement recently. What's Frank saying there? 12-hour shift done. Spanish quiche with goat cheese for breakfast, and now it's time to sleep. Well, hopefully in the land of Nod, mate, you're dreaming of how full your belly is, because, yeah. And poor old Frank, he's been stuck on the graveyard shift for quite a while now.
Yeah, he needs to get off that. Oh, he's done it again. Yeah.
Added some to his album there as well, so we'll have a looky-loo in the albums imminently. James has shared a link to his Sunday parade there that was on before we came on air. And if you haven't watched his show, please do so. He's one of the crew. It's that man again, Dave.
All right, that's it. I'm packing up.
Yeah, that's all I've had to say. Our good friend from the Black Rifle Model Works has put in one of our bench packing speed exercises for us this week. He's got, this is the one he said, I think this is the one he said is not his greatest work. And I'm like, yeah, right. Latest one off the bench is a 35th scale Meng, a British Army Husky with an H. TSV, lovely kit, happy modelling. Are you ready, Dave? I mean, look, Cherub. Look, there he is in the corner. Look at that little face. The bottom lips out. Yeah. Luke's Husky, mate. Look at that. I'm just going to let you sit there, Dave.
It's not a lot you can say, is there?
Unbelievable.
And if he's saying that's not one of his best, I think you are being extremely harsh on yourself, mate. Because that is
stunning, isn't it? I love these armor builders because it's funny. Sergeant Vince got me into armor, and we're like, yeah, get some and have a go. And I was resistant. I was like that child that didn't want to go to school, dragging his feet. I don't want to go to school. And I got some, and I thought I'll do a bit of research and see how other people have done it. And that's the mistake you make, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because, what can you say? Hey, look at that. Again, I want to sit in there, shut the doors, and make big broom broom noises. And I'd be sitting in every chair. What's this button do? What's that do? I want to fire the gun. Can I fire the gun? Can I fire the gun? Look at it.
I don't know what to say because it is that good.
Well, this is it. I mean, you're all guys that have served. I haven't, and So you know what these vehicles look like. And when Sarge says it had a dent there or it had a texture to it, I'll sit and listen to it because the guy knows his vehicles, doesn't he? You know, and you've all sat in these in real life and look at it. I mean, come on, really? You know, you look like you could pick up these things and open them and have a good old rummage. You know, it's like, really?
But he hasn't got a ration pack in there with beans on toast on it.
But it's the fact that he's thought, well, in the back there were because there would be some boxes of this or boxes of that.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, bloody hell, unbelievable.
There would be stuff in there that would be used as trading material.
Oh yeah, and if it was a British ration box, there's bound to be a box of tea in there.
Oh yeah.
Mike's got his post up there for his in-between shows, so tune into that tonight, folks. Yeah.
Where's the rabbit? Where's the rabbit?
Wouldn't be a gallery, would it? Come on.
Oh, look at that.
Come on. Gallery wouldn't be the gallery, would it?
How can you not like something like
Fox is in the chat. You got your Humpty Dumpty. And you go, Foxy's favourite,
Fox's favourites up here.
Oh yeah, you got your what's his name up there? So
Jar Jar.
Wouldn't be a gallery without the rabbit, mate. Frankie's asking, is it Wimbledon yet? What are they doing? Eating strawberries and going to the tennis court. He's on night shift mode once again. Sorry for an empty bench, guys. Don't worry, Frankie, mate.
No, don't worry.
Totally understand, mate, and you keep your food pictures coming, mate. The bench will still be there, buddy.
Oh yeah. Main trouble is I don't like strawberries and I don't like cream.
I'm glad I haven't got one of those wrap round 3D monitors because I'd be chowing down on that bad boy strawberry dinner, wouldn't you? Yeah.
Always been making armies.
Yeah. Raging Modeler. Working on this month. The Warriors are almost done. I just need basing products in the mail. Is that basing or basing?
Basing.
The Immortals, ones with the big double barrel weapons. Good man. We're almost finished, and then it's just the Stalker. He's had them for 3 years and happily to finally get them done. Oh, we've got some miniatures there, Dave. Again, but
lots of them.
I mean, props to these guys because they paint a whole army of dudes that are similar kit and caboodle. And, mate, I mean, I only had to decal how many bus seats and I got the raging hump.
Yeah, it is props to these guys because the amount of figures that they paint to make their armies up is...
I don't know whether I could cope even with the repetitive side of it, but by Christ, every one of them's flawlessly detailed and all. How?
I think there's some self-discipline going on here because
there's got to be, isn't there? I mean, I know me and you say that, we often get asked what we do in our spare time when we're not filming builds. Well, we both figure paint, don't we?
Yeah, but the difference between the figures that we paint and the figures that Raging's painting is about 6 inches.
Yeah, but we do it as a way of just winding down and relaxing, don't we? We get the hairy stick out, a wet palette, and we're in and hang out with a couple of figures. Just I'm painting an arm or a hand, or I'm doing, and we're just mellow. We go into Bob Ross mode, don't we, with our Velcro afros and that.
Well, I can't now because I've had it all skinned off.
Oh, I have to because So yeah, props to these guys because everything is hyper small yet hyper detail. Andy Holland has joined our little world of madness and got a welcome gif off of Field Out. Who has put one in there, been busy for the last 2 years, and he was the guy that put in the Yamoto last. And it's something about this, isn't there?
I was just about to say that then. It's got a presence.
Yeah, Vince has got one that he done all the kit and caboodle, and it is one of them kits you do look at and you think, we'll get one.
Mm.
And he's got a massive album of 49 pictures. So I'm not going to do all 49 at the moment, Phil.
Oh, but that looks nice.
But I'll give people a teaser, and I'll go into the albums in a little bit anyway, because I did promise James that I would do a bit on his album. So we'll have a look at how we're doing on time, and we'll go into these in more detail, mate.
We're all right at the moment.
It's Imperial War Tank from Rogue One. Star Wars, yeah?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. The clues in the name Star and Wars Festa.
Mm.
Don't be like Festa.
That's nice. I like that.
Again, look at the photography. I mean, and these wooden kits, you know, a lot of folks are building them now, and they are really nicely detailed, isn't they? I did the Colt Python gun. I know a lot of the other lads and that are building these on their streams and that, and yeah, they are tidy little kits, mate. I mean, look at that.
Mm.
But I mean, I love this paint effect, Dave.
Yeah.
And we all know oranges and yellows can be Satan's paint. So yeah.
Definitely.
Bloody, yeah. Unbelievable. Broomsticks.
Mm.
Again, the subtle hues in the fading. Wow.
Oh.
Holy moly, you must have one hell of a man cave, dude.
They do, especially model railways. Some of them.
Oh yeah. Did you ever see the article with Rod Stewart's train dio?
I saw some photographs on the internet.
He's an
And
avid
that-
modeler, isn't he? And yeah.
That is massive. There's a couple of guys that I follow. Dave, Class 47. He's massive, and I mean it is huge loft layout. It is something to behold. And there's Everard Junction as well. He's
Yeah.
you know, you just sit there and you just watch them, or you just look at what they've done, and you think, okay, because
It fascinates me because I've not done it. So, but again, this is stuff that I've been on about before with Star Wars stuff done in camouflage and relevant, you know. And
I like that.
He's very much like us, Dave. He thinks out the box and is not afraid to do, how can we say, non-conformist build. And I love that. I just love the look of it. It looks right. It looks relevant. It's, yeah. It's brilliant, isn't it?
No, I like that.
You know, and I've said it many times. The guy that did the Star Trek one, it might well be Phil that did it. I could be doing him a disservice, but you know, you had the starships out of Star Trek as Luftwaffe, Japanese, and RAF, and they look beautiful. I mean, the way the different transitions and oh man, again the vivid, bold, and bright colour.
That is a green, isn't it? That is green.
You know, it's an album. It's an album that you could spend hours in, and oh mate, we're going to end up doing a 6-hour live show. Look at that. I mean, Dave, come on, hey.
I'm just thinking of the masking issues he's done for that black and orange checker.
It just looks spectacular, doesn't it? And what a concept.
You know, there is something about that I do like, because it is so different, and he's got the patience of a saint to do the masking for that.
It's so different, Dave, and yet it looks so right. Honestly, Phil, mate, I'd take my hat off to you, guys, because I love your thinking, your You know, I know what it was like when I did the cat build. I was so edgy because I didn't want the Star Wars community to hate on me and think I was having a dig, because I wasn't. Nothing was further from it, you know. And same as when we did the ATST and I did a Falcon as a New York cab and TIE Fighter as a police vehicle, and seeing him with what he's doing there, it's nice when you see others doing it. Sarge likes his mecha and he'll appreciate that as well. But it's just the blending is beautiful. Oh, come on, FedEx Dave. I mean,
I like that.
I love your zany thinking, Phil. Honestly,
Oh, that is so good. I just, oh,
I don't know your feelings on how can we say people's vices, but you are one hell of a guy that I would seriously love to sit and get stoned with, mate, because I can imagine your vision is phenomenal. You know,
Yeah.
yeah, it's like there's a guy I could sit there and smoke a stogie with, mate. I love it. Unbelievable. And apologies if there's any offence to anyone saying that, but yeah, I mean, every paint job is flawless and excellent and executed. Mate, I know people will say we're blowing smoke up people's backsides.
No.
Honestly, when you see work in the galleries like this, and it doesn't matter what genre it is, you know, we love the knitting and the diamond art and the Lego and the scale. You guys are just executing wonderful work that every week me and Dave sit there going, wow, and look at that. I mean, come on.
What can you say?
Do you remember I said to you I wanted to do one of them big locos? I think I might change my mind now.
Yeah, after seeing that, I'm not going to do one now because even if you do one, you've always got this on the back of your retina, thinking, and you're looking at what you're doing, and then what you remember what Phil's done, and you think, hang on a minute, there's yards between what I've done and what he's done.
Yeah, Phil said, "Oh, thanks, sir." He says, "I'll figure out if I do custom designs, no one can rivet count." Well, you say that, but I got rivet counted on my cat build, didn't I, Dave?
You did, yes.
So yeah, and my bus is my most rivet counted build ever, mate. I'm always getting rivet counted on that. Phil saying laugh out loud. Yeah, that's to my sharing a stogie post. But it's like Frankie Day, who does the paper models. Again, another, if you won't mind me saying, another mildly eccentric guy from the other side of the pond, and does spectacular things with paper and card. And again, he's got the world's largest cigar. It's like a table leg, you know.
It's a ballistic missile, isn't it?
And they're all guys that I would like to do the scene with in Blazing Saddles, where you're all sat around a fire with a large stogie on the go, or a bong and a plate of beans, just talking about your builds. And could you imagine that?
Oh, look at that!
Oh, Dave! Oh, ding dong!
You just want to get up on the footplate and get the regulator and shove it.
Guys, you've got to come into this gallery, this album on this page. I mean, yeah, all right, we do a 2.5 hour show and it's going to end up, I'll desperately try and get onto another album in a minute, but oh mate, I'm loving this. And you know, if you've got a cup of tea to hand, go into the group, go into some of these albums, you know, and get to know the guys and girls that are putting albums up, because I harp on about it and beg them to do their albums. But this is why, because you can sit there with a cup of tea and you might have a build that you're just about to start and you've got no mojo or inspiration. And then you can go into one of these albums and see what other people are doing to theirs, and you can go, actually, my little out of the mold idea isn't so bad after all, because someone else has done something similar. And
well, yeah, and it's also a reference gallery as well, because you can go and have a look at what people have done, and it gives you the idea.
Yeah, obviously, if you don't want to pack your bench away, we'll do you a full list of the pretty much 100% of the albums that you want to avoid because you'll cry. But I'm the same. I mean, look at that paint job, Dave. Now, I would love to be able to do this type of weathering. And I've tried, and it don't look anything like this.
I've tried, and I am still trying.
I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I say I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I think I'm too heavy-handed, mate, if I'm honest. Because I don't see that it's enough before it's dried. I slap it on, and then it... You know when you see that woman that has got makeup applied like Alice Cooper because she's gone a bit too mad with the eyeliner and sweated a bit?
Yeah.
I'm like that, you know, that woman behind the makeup counter that's like 50 shades of orange, you know? I mean, the guy masking that must have been oh, mate, it must have been an absolute nightmare.
Oh, I like that. It's just the imagination, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I've got to ask Phil, do you smoke? Because...
Listen, Phil, whatever it is that you're on, can you ship some over to the UK? Because I need some of it.
Yeah, I need some of this Phil Bolton special fluids or substances to give me inspiration method, mate.
He's off the wall. His thinking is just... yeah.
It's unbelievable, mate. And I could spend forever in here. So come on, folks, grab over and have a look at Phil's stuff. I'm sure, I'm trying to remember offhand, I'm sure you've got YouTube, Phil, haven't you? I'm trying to remember. If you have, mate, there should be a link for it in the thing. But get over and sub these guys. I know I keep saying it, but I say it for a reason. Because, you know, I lost me mojo recently, and you search for inspiration. And, you know, to find yourself sat there looking at albums in your own group and coming away from it and going, yeah, I've got that inspiration I need now. Laugh out loud. Just too much free time on his hands, bless him. Hey, mate.
Yeah.
Steve Mundy, Cynical Steve, has got his Baneblade going on. Look at that.
He's a bit of a Baneblade king, isn't he?
Yeah, but he does some good scratch builds as well, doesn't he? I mean, yeah. Again, you know, thinking out the box, innit? I mean, yeah. And they do all these builds, and
excuse me,
they look flawless. Raging Bassist is good segue there, mate. Either the world's most unsubtle hint. But, yeah, he's saying he's at 60 subs. He's pretty happy with that. Yeah, that could be a big segue there. Should we try and get Rage into 100 subs? It worked the other week for me, mate. Steve Scoury.
Yeah,
if you haven't subbed to Rage in Modeler, go over and give him a sub.
Yeah, because 60 is just 42 short of where he should be.
Yeah, I think that his YouTube URL was the Raging Modeler would look better than YouTube.
Oh yeah,
ZX5XG4446, whatever it is. So
yeah, so get over there and give him a sub.
Give him a sub. I know we're begging for subs, but hey, I don't mind. At the end of the day, you know, that's the thing. Share the love, innit?
Yeah.
You know, I get people sub to me that, you know, haven't got no content of their own. They just like subbing to people because they enjoy what we do. I still subscribe back to them. Steve over at TSM this is a bottom lip moment, I think, because I saw several of your posts the other day moaning about your computer, Steve. So Steve's having a wibble. He's saying his computer's a pile of poo because it wouldn't upload a video at the speed he wanted it to. Probably needs a bit of a refresh on the software and a clear out. He's decided to do some more masking on his 350 Klingon battle cruiser. He sprayed a third shade of green, allowed to dry, then unmasked, he's pretty pleased so far. He's used Tamiya masking tape, no pre-cut masks. He's only done the top side of one wing for now, has wanted to see what it looks like. And he's been working on an Edward 148th L-Cat for the Saturday night crash, a VJ group build. So far, not too bad. Raging Modeler saying, well remembered, laugh out loud. I don't mind, don't do many videos yet. Need a dedicated bench, bless him. Hey mate, we'll get you to that 100, mate. We'll make it our mission.
Yeah,
It worked for Steve Scoley, so yeah.
yeah. Come on, give him a sub.
So yeah, that's Steve. He's doing his Klingon battle cruiser there. So he's having a good old go on that. Nice bit of mask in there, Steve.
Mm.
And like I say, there's all the different facets and different greens on it. Because when you see it on camera, you just go, that's green. But it's only when you look close up at studio models and that, and then you start seeing all the different shades, and you're like, okay, got to blend it all in now.
Yep. It's the blending that makes it all work.
Yeah. And like you say, you do these masking jobs, and you had, I mean, I had it when I did my Berlin camo, and you sit there and you think, oh God, I really hope it turns out all right. And then you peel that tape off, don't you, to reveal it. And you're like, oh yes. It's like unveiling Excalibur, isn't it?
Well, I would carry on doing my little 76 scale Chieftain in the Berlin camo, but I've put it down somewhere and I can't remember. Because I was doing one side Berlin camo and the other side in Berlin digital camo.
Oh yeah, and there's the cockpit of his L-Cat, and he's got all the seated stuff going on and all. I'll tell you, these guys in the crashed and half like they're detailed, don't they? And they're
They
damn
do.
good at it.
They do.
Yeah, well done, Steve. Nice to see it. I hope you get your computer sorted out, but give it a good old clear out, mate. All that dodgy software that you don't need, and you know, trial editions of stuff, or you know, there might be software you never use, mate. Just a simple defrag of the hard drive and things. But if you've got scope to upgrade your memory and things like that, mate. Jacqueline's got some new wool in, and she's doing some, I think it's Pokemon stuff, if I remember right.
Yes, I think it is, yeah.
And she just builds it up and makes it look so easy, doesn't she? It's fascinating, some of the things you can create, and you wouldn't think it, would you?
Well, no, but it...
No. Got to have the patience of the saint, haven't you? Because, you know, I used to watch me mum knit, and it can't be easy to do.
No, I used to watch my mum knit, and she'd be sat there in the chair with her feet up on the stool. She'd have one of her magazines on the arm. She'd be knitting away and reading at the same time. And you just think, hang on a minute, how does that work? She's not concentrating on
Yeah, I mean, her needles would be gunning. It was like looking at the paper coming out of an old typewriter, you know.
Oh, yeah.
And you'd see this thing growing, and you're like, how the hell do they... what?
Yeah, because she'd either have the metal needles or the bone needles, and you'd hear in the background it clickety click, clickety click.
Absolutely, you know, and it was unbelievable to watch. That was the link to the Saturday crashes there.
Yeah.
If you don't get a chance to see them live, pop along and give them a look.
Cool.
We're getting close to albums time there, because I think I showed these last week, but they are... If anyone hasn't seen them, go in and have a look, because I love that concept. That pink camo really is stunning.
It does work, though, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Yeah. Let's make sure I've not missed any off. That's way back in the 8th of July. So if I've missed any, apologies. Let's go in and have a look at albums and stuff. I'll do albums and then I'll come back to individual photos. We got Clinton. It's got 106 photos here, so I'm not going to do all 106 because I'll try and share the love as best as I can.
You know that idea of packing up the bench?
I think you're going to need it because do you remember I said to you I'd had a sneaky peek at some albums? I haven't fully looked through Clinton's, but yeah. But there's some albums that I may have been perusing. There's the Husky one is in there, and yeah. I mean, yeah. And it's funny, I've been after a pickup for a while because I can remember watching a custom program. I don't think it was a Chip Foose one, but it was a guy that did a really massive chop on one of these, and it had a Mercedes front end. He'd done it as a convertible. It looked like the Corvette seating arrangement with the molded bodywork, and it was absolutely stunning. And I've always wanted to recreate something like that in small scale. And if you want inspiration, go in and have a look at this album because you've got Armour, Dave. You've been after one of these, haven't you?
I do fancy doing one of those.
You know, and honestly, I know what you're like. You're like me. We sit here and we come off air and we then start going through the gallery, Dave, don't we?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
With a cup of tea, and there's proper fudge and broomstick words getting used.
It's proper language.
And yeah, and we've got this one, and there's others, and you've got eggplanes, Dave. I mean, look at that. Hey, oh, look at it.
Tomcat, isn't it?
Yeah, isn't it cute? And the wings fold, and oh,
Really?
yeah. Oh, it's just so cute. So yes, look at the work though, as I'm scrolling through, and that's what you've got to look forward to in that album, folks. You know, there's another one that sticks out just because of the bold paint job. Look at that, Dave. I mean, ding dong. I know, you know, Vampy's still in. I know Vampy likes his exotic paint schemes on his cars, and he's a petrol head as well. And yeah, I can see people there looking at their albums, and they're going to be going, yeah. I saw James's album earlier, and I'm a man of my word. Let's have a look, see what new ones he's popped in, because I don't want to disappoint. He's not actually asked me yet, but I don't want to miss him out because he's kind enough to put work in for us. Some of these I've shown before, so apologies for me on-screen scrolling, but
I do like some of the Lego cars that he's done.
oh yeah, I don't know. Did you see the Humvee?
No.
Yeah.
Oh,
Isn't it?
look at that. I like that.
And this is Lego, folks.
I
you
know.
know. Yeah.
Really?
Oh, look at it. It's brilliant, isn't it? Look, Dave.
Oh,
Lord. Yeah.
Is that Lego or is that Meccano?
No, I've got a feeling these look like the engineering bits of Lego you get.
Oh, the Technics.
Yeah, mate. I mean, I could just imagine him rolling around his lounge with them, doing the full Rambo bit.
Yeah,
you know,
bang.
yeah, getting all sliced alone and Steven Seagal on the world, you know. So I know I would. You know, I've got some replica weaponry that I keep in a lock cupboard over there. And yeah, you know, I do like the look and feel of them, but it's not something in the UK that you can run around with because you get shot. But, you know, I spray them up and detail them and that, and then display them. But yeah, I do like replica weaponry, and some of it can be really good. You know, he's got things in there, touring cars and stuff like that, Dave, you know, and it's Lego.
Yeah, but
I will get some. I must admit.
I've said it before, and I will get myself some Lego cars. And I
yes.
might have a bit of a Might have a bit of a Lego fest.
Tell you what, Dave, why don't we do a Lego buddy build?
All right then. What?
I haven't built Lego since I was a nipper.
Well, the last Lego that I built was the hot rod.
Yeah. Yeah, and if James is out there watching this back, we'll do a Lego buddy build with us. And like I say, if you've got a webcam and a mic, James, come in, mate, and join us.
Come and join us.
Come and join us, mate, because you're a good old fella, mate. And I'll have to.
Yeah, we'll have to sort something out.
Go back in and pick his brains as to what there is out there. I mean, look at that, Dave. James Skiffins, again.
He's done it again, hasn't he?
Yeah, he said he'd put his Huey picture up, and them two Hueys that we know not going to finish ever now. You do realise that's how it's supposed to be done, don't you?
Hmm.
How much do we have we fallen out of love with our Hueys already? We're going to chuck them, aren't we, mate?
No.
We're going to. Nah, it's all right, sweetheart. Don't look at me like that. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, look at the detail in the trees. Hey, really? If he tells me he's scratch built that, I'm going to cry.
The probability is he has.
Yeah, I know.
Because I don't think you can buy a tree that looks like that.
Sorry, Dave, I was crying, mate. But again, the concept.
You just look at his work and you just think, oh, okay.
Ross Medlock from Aussie. The concept, though, mate, isn't it?
Yeah, but James is just on a different level.
I know you've already seen it, but just for Dave, look at that.
Like
Logging
that.
arm, Dave. Look, Dave. Do you know that purchase that you're not going to make, but you're going to make?
Mm. I know.
Just because we can. Yeah. I mean, come on. Unbelievable.
It's fair to say we are extremely blessed to be able to have the people that watch the show and post the photos that they post. You can't ask for anything more.
I mean, I know I'm scrolling through. I'm looking for some fresh work. But when you see stuff like these, I mean, and this guy's been doing this live on air, don't forget, as well. Budget Modeler does a live stream, and if you haven't seen the live stream, pop in and see it, because he sits there building with his mate, and it's like, yeah. Frankie's got his Baran at long last. It's landed, so he can now do his build that he wants to do with them. So I'm looking forward to that. Ian Delthwaite with his scratch-built decal liveries on his trucks. I mean, bloody hell, Dave, isn't it? You know them Italieri trucks you was thinking of doing, but now are not going to.
No, and I'm not now after seeing these.
But again, as you've just said, we are so very lucky. We really are. To have you people, comfy chair alert.
Oh, yeah.
Cool, yeah, that looks comfy, mate.
That's a nice one.
Ross Medlock's new cave chair there.
Yeah.
We are so lucky with what people are putting in. And, I know we say it, we go into albums. We do, we sit here and we're like, should we have a look at an album, Dave? You know what I mean? And yeah, because now we've done the show, we know what albums we can go into and have a damn good look at without spoiling the show for you guys, because we like the spontaneity, don't we? And, there's something for everyone there. Oh, look, there's some bloke there called Model Maker Dave. I'm going to make you cringe now.
No. Oh, dog.
Yeah, I've got him. I've got him at last. Look at his face. Look at him squirm. I know we normally say we don't like showing our work, but I'm going to show this for a particular reason, and Dave will appreciate the reason. You badly lost your mojo to the point where you was going to pack up, didn't you? And
Yeah.
you really ummed and ahed as to whether to continue in the hobby and all of that lot. So I was a bit brutal off air with him, and I got him to spin his camera around and so right, rip your bench out, redo your bench, do this, do that, blah blah blah. And then he done it all, and there was a spark, and I went, right, what's the one kit that you've hated doing that lost your mojo? And he went to Brad. I said, start it again. And that's what he's done. And there's a story to this kit, no matter how bad your mojo gets or how low you may get. And I know a lot of us do. You know, there can be a bit of politics in the community, and we can all be victims of the haters, and it saps your mojo, Dave, doesn't it, and your free spirit. And no matter how low you get, folks, just remember you can get your mojo back, and that's why I'm showing these, because you know Dave's got his demons. He won't mind me saying, and he had badly lost his mojo, and I'm glad you got it back, mate. So yeah. You can stop squirming now.
I'm glad
I'll make Dave's album. It's all right, mate. I know you hated every minute of that, but hey, you know, you don't pimp yourself enough, and yeah. And to make it,
that'll spring to mind for you.
yeah, to make it fair, so that you don't wibble. There's me bus.
Wibble? No, I never wibble.
There's me bus. There's me taxi. And there's an ATST for you in SWAT. So Dave hasn't had to cringe on his own, but
Yeah.
but yeah, it's you know I'm not going to say anyone's names, but there's a few of us that struggle with the mojo every now and then, and you know I've helped a couple out recently that have struggled with their mojos for one reason or another. They know who they are, and I'll always help them out. And likewise, you know, they've always been there for me when my demons hit. And I can't thank Dave and some of the folks in the chat. I'm not going to name, but know who they are for helping me through it. And yeah, no matter when it feels like the community or whatever's dealing with bad, go in these albums, folks. Go in these albums, sit there with a cup of tea and get your inspiration back, and you'll find sometimes just a quick move around of your bench is enough to spark an interest. And I know Dave likes this one, and I'm guilty of showing it more than once, but
I do. I don't know what
I love that.
I like that.
I'm so sorry. Fudge and Broomsticks. I really love that. And I will get that JCB that you sent me, because I will get it.
I'm tempted to get one. It's just, I don't think you can get them in the UK. I think you got to, because I don't think E-models do panda kits, do they?
I don't know. I will get one shipped over. It's yeah. I've got a little bit of a bonus coming up soon, so yeah. I will get one. There's a few things I've got me bills to pay, so yeah.
But I like the Jason. Well, I don't. The Digger, I think, is probably the better way to call it, because I don't think.
Yeah, and again, this is where the guys that do this, the Lukes, the Jameses, you know, the David Powells, and people that are good at doing this sand camo scheme. Apologies for the noise. They execute it really well. I beg your pardon. I'll do a bit of research, but I will do one so I can get it as reasonably good as I can. But I like that. That's different, isn't it, Dave?
It is. It's very different.
Osric 9000 has come out with a good one there, Dave. Apparently, there are panda kits on Emo's including the boomerang. Is that the JCB Osric, mate? Is that the one we're on about? I'll have a looky-loo on there, mate. That's handy to know, isn't it?
Yeah,
Two posts are needing approval. Let's go in, because if it's photos, I'll show them. Right, I've just given Phil pre-approval, so you won't get that really annoying message saying that it needs pre-approving. A lot of folks ask why I have to pre-approve. Unfortunately, I can be a victim of trolls every now and then, and it's a family show, it's a family thing, so I do this so that I don't inadvertently scroll through and see something that may offend someone or be racist or insulting or anything. So I have to pre-approve posts if I'm not 100% sure of who I'm dealing with. So apologies if anyone does get offended. Please don't. It's there for a reason. It's a safety net. I'm rambling. He posted something. Was it some pictures? There you go. A small display of Carrick Fergus 1689 I made many moons ago. Oh, holy moly. Wow.
That, yeah.
Oh my God. Fudge and broomsticks. Look
Yeah.
at the note. Look at the
I'm
post.
just not saying anything because I don't want to drop myself in it, because
Yeah,
I'm
I'm staring at the post-it note.
I'm just trying to take in what's been put before my eyes, and it
Wow.
is. It's almost like, what the town hall architects do when they're going to plan a town area or a change or something.
Yeah, we have a place in our local town here called the Willis Museum. And there's something similar, which is a ye oldie of Basingstoke back in the day. And I'm telling you now, mate, that is museum quality. I'm not just blowing smoke there, mate.
No, that is good. That is, well, it's beyond good.
I wouldn't know where to begin on that. Look at the water. You got a thing, Dom.
I hope he's got a pub in there.
Mate, I'm going to have to look at that on air, super big screen, but wow. I'm like,
Yeah.
holy sugar.
Yeah, the castle thing now, is it me over on the right hand side, the sand coloured building?
This one?
Yeah, has that got lights in it?
Oh, don't. No, it ain't. I'm just going to have to stand up. I can't tell, mate.
Is it got lights, or is that just a paint effect that he's done
I
on it?
would have to zoom in, Dave, but I am that man of a certain age.
Because if he's done that, then the probability is he's got street lights in there somewhere.
Oh, don't. Mind you, it's 1689, isn't it? Would they have had that?
Wouldn't that? No.
It would have been the old flamey lights, wouldn't it? Gas
But
lights
you could-
or
yeah,
oil lights or...
You can still get the little flickering.
Yeah.
Can't you?
Yeah.
They wouldn't have street lights.
Thank you so much for sharing that. Holy moly.
That's nice.
Wow.
I take it the white buildings that he's got in there are ones that he's built and haven't.
I can only assume, mate. And we can do a bit more of Clinton, I think, as well. Let's get the album up. Yeah, we got about 10 minutes to kill. Maybe 10, 15 minutes to kill. So yeah. We get on my shiny car.
But that is a nice blue, isn't it?
It is. I want to drive the car, Dave.
No, it's a Porsche. Yeah,
Yeah, Dave, can I drive the car? Dave, can I drive the car?
it's a Porsche. That, yeah.
Yeah, here's one for you.
Oh,
Aye,
now there's a thing.
innit? I mean, come on, look at all of this going on, and the dirt on the windows.
That's
And
what I was about to say, the dirty windows.
yeah, find a bit of the glasses that you can see through. This is the trouble with varifocals.
I
Isn't it?
know. I
Absolute
struggle.
bottom. A lot of people go, God, you don't have to look at your monitor in a funny angle. It's because we wear varifocals and we're trying to find the non-reading bit to look through.
Finding the bit where it's properly fully in focus. Or is
Oh,
it just my eyes not working anymore?
move the post-it note to that screen. Holy moly. Whoa.
I like
Dave. Come on, Dave. Look. Really?
I like that. I like that. Yeah. Does
Does the what? Well, what?
Go
Do you want me to go back, mate?
the boom arm at the back, does that extend out so that it looks like it's going to take stuff?
Oh, no. Come on, it don't, does it? Oh, innit?
Because when you go to the next one, it's side on. You can't see it at the rear.
Yeah. I know what
So-
you mean now, yeah. Is it a slidey extending?
Yeah. It's
Clinton, honestly, dude.
a pull out job, isn't it?
Look, Dave, look. Cute
Yeah.
alert. Cute alert. You know what's coming.
Yeah.
Could you imagine the Tomcat with the rabbit in the pilot seat? Oh! Oh, mate. Hey, with James's Lego unicorn in the background. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But again, folks, you know, in danger of repeating myself here. You honestly grab yourself a cup of tea. You know, obviously not this afternoon or when we're on because we got a load of people entertaining you. But when there's not a live stream on by any of us, I'm lucky. I'm an insomniac, so when I can't sleep, I go in and look at back albums. And I mean, look at that Jellycopter, Dave. Did I just call it a Jellycopter live? I did, didn't I?
You did.
Yeah, I spent
You're
too
wrong.
much time with my nephew. Bless him. Oh, look. Yeah,
That's nice, though. I like that.
that is subtle, isn't it? I will get that Apache though, because it's just got that. You want some, do you? You want a bit of that? Yeah, it is, huh? Yeah, for those that didn't, yeah, forever and more, it's going to be a Jellycopter. Oh, Finn, he was only two recently, and he's so cute. He's a lovely little kid. Yeah. Oh, look. Unbelievable quality. Stunning. Absolutely stunning. Like I say, Vampy's in the chat there. I was saying before about he does these exotic paint jobs and that. I mean, ding dong, Dave, come on. Innit?
Yeah.
I mean, you know, Vamp makes me want to set fire to all my airbrushes whenever I look at these paint jobs. And you've got other people doing it and all now. They're all ganging up on us, mate, aren't they?
Ganging up and being left behind, aren't we?
They're looking at us two going, you got cars in your stash. You won't be building then because we're going to show you ours. Yeah. I know it's a conspiracy with you lot. Southwest Modeler saying, yeah, it's a 72nd scale Sea King. Cheers, mate. Thanks for giving us that. Dare I say it, I bet Clinton's got these in the right firing order and all. Bound to have, isn't he?
Oh, I'd be very surprised if he didn't.
Unbelievable. I love it. And I'm going to make him squirm because I know he's got an album in here and he's in the chat. So I'm going to make him squirm. Where is it? Let's have a looky-loo. Apologies for keep backwards and forwards, folks. There he is. Yeah, Vampy, got you, mate. Because you're in the chat and I'm going on your album. I've just got to scroll down to some of the motors, mate, because again, Vampy does. I mean, look at these, Dave.
I know.
I mean, come on. He's now going, oh, brother. Yeah,
Yeah, but
I mean,
it's
come
not just
on.
it's not just green. It's proper green.
Well, yeah, I mean, fudge and broomsticks, Dave. Look at them rims.
Well, they've got
Now,
off the market.
I want to go to that special little room that's padded that I have my alone time in, looking at these. You know what I mean? Because yeah, and again, I like Vampy's work because again he goes out the box, out the envelope, doesn't he?
Mm.
And he'll grab a motor that perhaps most people chop in a certain way, and he goes, I ain't having none of that. I'm going to do it my way, and boom, and then churns out a beautifully executed model, and you're like, where did you buy that kit? It's not a kit. I might have got the saw out.
Might be a chop job.
Yeah, and I love that about him. You know, there's all kinds of gubbins going on with kits, you know, and he's knocking bits out and reshaping bits and bobs, you know, and I don't know whether it's a thing with the South African car scene, but they're very visionary and bold and vibrant paint schemes and got a vivid imagination. So I don't know whether that's part of the car culture out here. Over here, we've got a lot of the Lambo doors slammed to the ground cars, haven't we? And
Yeah.
you know, with all the big custom stereos and lighting and neon lighting underneath, and Koenigsegg style doors and Lambo doors. But I don't know whether it's a thing in South Africa where the paint speaks more volumes, because it's a bit like the Latino community in it with their lowriders and that. You know, it's unbelievable what they do with cars. And he's got a Ferrari there, Dave.
You sure it's a Ferrari?
Well, Sergeant Bones is well known for his love of Ferraris in McLaren livery. So,
You sure it's not a McLaren that's been painted up?
but I mean, I look at that, and that to me is just subtly,
I like that. That is just.
isn't it?
It
I love the flame work. I love how it just caresses itself over the bulkhead there, and yeah, I love it. You know, now Vampy's probably on the phone amused, going, "Oh, they're welling me up, love. They're showing my gallery." No, rightly so, mate. I mean, look at that, Dave. I mean, ding dong, shenanigans, and all of that.
Oh, I like the flame work over the.
Yeah, innit? So again, Vamp's got a YouTube. Go over and give him a like, a subscribe, and a ring of the bell, because you too will get to see stuff like this. And I mean, come on, Dave, really?
Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
it's a mug of tea, mate, and a bacon sandwich with these galleries later, isn't it?
it is. Well, I'm going to have some of my homemade curry.
Yeah. And oh my, look, I mean, Dave, that's green, isn't it?
Oh, blimey, yeah.
Yeah, a Vamp is going, whoa. Yeah, he's saying, yeah, it is. The car scene is huge over here. Yeah, and with people like you, mate, building work like this, I can imagine you are spoilt for choice. You must be, mate. I mean, this Mini, Dave, is orange, isn't it?
That's not orange, that's orange.
You know, there's orange, and then there's Vamp's orange.
Yeah.
Because you can imagine him sitting there going, you think that's orange? I'll show you orange, pal. I'll be back in a minute. And he'll just go, now that is orange.
It's like,
Yeah.
That's retina burning orange, that is.
So, yeah, definitely, folks, get yourself over. The last one is this one here, Dave. I know you love this colour. Look at that.
Oh.
Isn't it?
Oh.
Yeah.
It's not nice.
Isn't it?
It is. It's lovely.
So there you go, folks. I've spoilt you for choice, but by Christ, how lucky we are. Didn't we, mate?
Well, we are, definitely.
Honestly, I'm going to have to put my feet up when we come off air because I'm not. Ding dong, mate.
Don't do it now because the people will start running away.
Oh no, they'll think that Frodo Baggins is coming and put his feet on my bench. I'll get me coat. Well, that, folks, brings us very nicely to, believe it or not, Dave,
We've done it again, haven't we?
dead on 2:30, mate.
And it's whistled past.
I mean, thank you so much, folks,
Definitely.
for entertaining us. I'm going to have to minimalise that screen because I keep looking at the gallery. In it, but it's compulsive. It's like, don't worry about being live. Let's just look at them. Oh,
Yeah.
shiny.
Yeah, it's the same thing with the 3D prints, isn't it? I'm printing.
Yeah.
Printing.
You know, we are so lucky. So please keep the photos coming, folks.
Yeah.
Honestly, we don't mind what genre you are working in. It can be Play-Doh for all we care, innit it, Dave? You've created it.
You can create something out of Play-Doh, then
Get it
put
in
it
there.
up. We'll have a look.
We were saying the other day, the only thing we haven't seen is Meccano, and I've got 2 Meccano kits sat under there.
Yeah, and I think I might have to go and have a ferret around and see what I can find because I've never touched Meccano.
No, I've got a Spitfire and a steam train under there to make out of Meccano.
So I'd like to have a go.
Yeah, Southwest Modelers off, saying goodbye. Oh yeah, we're going to be coming off ourselves in a few minutes, mate. So we're going to wrap up.
Yeah, because
Shane Young saying, yeah, thanks guys, blah 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 blah, and Vamp saying thanks for that fest, mate. Don't have to thank me, folks. You know, me and Dave should be thanking you.
yeah,
Same as Phil saying, appreciate your kind words, mate. Phil, I appreciate you sharing your work with us, mate, because for me, every now and then my inspiration needs a kickstart. And, you know, you guys are the go-to people that I see and I go, here, Dave, have you seen this? You know that idea I was thinking of? Yeah.
someone's already done it.
Someone's done something similar here. So, yeah, I'm up for it now, you know. So keep it coming, peeps.
Definitely.
Nim saying, yeah, it's going to be time to watch Fox's stream. Yeah, his intro starts at 1:45 the hour. So we're going to wrap up now so that you folks can go and have a bit of alone time and a cup of tea and perhaps knock yourself up a sarnie so you can enjoy it.
Food and stuff.
I'm going to drop your full screen, Dave, so you can say your goodbyes to everyone, buddy.
Yep. Just want to say thank you to everyone for sharing your photos. Absolutely fantastic. Brilliantly done of you. And I will say ta-ta for now and see you next week. So bye-bye.
Brilliant, mate. Same here, folks. Yes, I really am this bold. Thanks for everything. Thanks for sharing your pictures with us. It really does mean a lot. Keep them coming. Keep tuned to all our live streams. If you've got channels that you haven't put links up to on the page or the group, please do so. If you want us to feature your channel, send me a gentle reminder because I do forget. And I don't mind if you remind me. Let us know and we'll go into your channel and we'll have a perusal. And there are a few I've got in mind that I'm going to drop in on. So it'll be a thing, won't it, Dave?
Oh, good.
So, yeah, we're going to wrap up. I'll just get that one ready. And hopefully you tune in next week and join us then. Bye-bye for now.